Welcome back to Unstoppable. I'm Edward Francis Gordon, and today we are going to talk about application strategy number 1. This is the first step to be able to gain access to the empowerment to do what you've not been able to do before. However, before we get to the good stuff, let's just take a moment to set this intention, to create this vibration of support that is going to allow you to step into this amplified access. So as always, bring the hands to the heart, taking a big, long, deep breath as you slowly close the eyes, and bringing all your awareness into the heart center. Deeply, 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 deeply in. Connecting with all the people that you're going to help right here, right now. By allowing yourself to move deeply into this empowerment. See their faces and feel them drawing you even deeper in, even deeper. And allow that is greater than yourself to move into the heart center, amplifying this empowerment, allowing you to see beyond the concepts, to be able to hear beyond the words. And knowing that this intention is set, knowing that the support has been accessed to this amplified empowerment. Taking one more nice, big, long, deep breath. And slowly open the eyes, bringing the hands back to a comfortable position and holding this vibration, holding this amplification, holding this support to be able to move deeper and deeper and deeper into this evolutionary amplification. Because even just moving through that activation, you're beginning to align with this current of flow, which is this first application strategy. Because on the last video, we were talking about flow, about what it is, about why it's so powerful, and why it can give you this evolutionary empowerment to be able to do what you've not been able to do before. But today we're going to talk about how to begin to actually apply this, how to begin to actually align with this flow. So to make this really easy, let's go ahead and use the chakra system as this model for the flow, with the crown center representing the all it is, the pure potential. That could be anything, the pure resources. And then the root center representing the physical manifestation, the physical reality, a new story, understanding that this current, this flow is moving from the crown center downward through every one of these transformation stations. Understanding that each one of these steps on the way down is absolutely interdependent, absolutely essential, remembering that you cannot skip a step. So the first application strategy is to go with the flow, to align with this current, because this current is representing and revealing all the stepping stones that you have to be able to gain access to in order to become unstoppable. And this becomes your basic core strategy that you're going to use. You're going to build everything on top of this, because this is in alignment with the flow, where you're beginning with the highest vision up in the crown, And every center down below is going to build on top of that. It's just like a car factory where you're beginning with resources, all the metal and all the plastic and everything you're going to use to build your car. But then the first thing you build is the frame. That frame becomes the basic foundation upon which everything else is built upon. And this application strategy is going to be the frame. Everything else that you're going to do is going to build upon this. Because basically when you're aligning with this current, you're aligning with the 3 laws of manifesting miracles. Remembering that you cannot skip a step. Remembering that if you're missing even one of the 3 laws, you're going to be locked out. Because the first law of manifesting miracles is gaining access to something greater than yourself. You can't get it done if you don't have the support to be able to do what you've not been able to do before. You're not going to be able to get it done if you can't break through those old limitations that you've been carrying around since you were a kid. And you don't gain access to that support unless you're actually being the change. You're creating physical changes. You're doing something different. You're becoming a new person so that you can help your people. All 3 of these steps in alignment with this natural current of creation. Beginning with the first law, gaining access to something greater than yourself. Coming down, moving through the heart center so that you can be the change to help your people, but then actually embodying it so that you can do that, living it, leading by example down here in the root center. So really, essentially, what is happening when you're aligning with the current of flow and why this is application strategy number 1 is because number 1, you're eliciting the support of the all that is, something greater than yourself, because it wants you to make this change. It wants you to live in this alignment so that you're doing it to help your people. You're fulfilling your highest purpose. This is what gives you the extra amplified power to do what you've not been able to do before. But then you also have the support of all the people that you're going to help because they want you to get it done too. So they're like pulling you through, right? The higher awareness is pushing all that energy down. It wants you to get it done. Your people are pulling it through because they want you to lead by example. And then you've got the support of yourself. This incredible empowerment that lays within you. This unique brilliance that only you carry. So aligning with this current of flow is what is giving you the basic support, the basic tools, the widened vision, the connection to all your people, the unlocking, the empowerment within yourself, the basic core foundation upon which everything else that you're going to do builds upon. So action step that goes along with this first app strategy is about aligning with this current. It's about beginning to gain access and the understanding of the 3 laws of manifesting miracles. About beginning to actually consciously think about aligning with this current, about being the change. And listen, if you haven't already checked out the 3-breath breakthrough, really it's action step number 1 that is in alignment with this application strategy. Because it really gives you the power to begin to understand what this current is and how you can begin to apply it. Where you're taking that power that's greater than yourself, that is allowing you to turn negatives where you shouldn't be able to, unlock the power so you can recast in positivity, and then bring it down and actually embody it. Actually become a different person so that you can help your people do the same. And then the second action step was to follow the flow of the video series. Every one of these videos is created in alignment with this current. Cannot skip a step, all in sequential order. If you haven't gone through the 3 laws of manifesting miracles, check those out first. These are creating the basic foundation of what this framework is that we're building on. But then move into the next application strategy, number 2. That's the next step. Going to start building on this frame of the 3 laws, building on the frame of this unstoppable support to be able to do what you've not been able to do before. And the next application strategy is going to be very powerful because what we're going to do is we're going to begin to move up into the heart center, which is about being the change, which is about eliciting the support of all your people because you're going to be doing it to help them. This is the part of the application strategy that is going to give you the power to be able to bypass the I am statements that have been holding you down since you were a kid and gain access to be able to actually create miracles in your life. Very, very powerful application strategy. Definitely cannot skip this one, otherwise you're going to remain locked out. So play with this, have fun with this. This is the creation, this is the joy, this is the adventure. Fulfilling your purpose, helping your people, creating the life you love. And if you got any questions, leave them down in the comments. Anything going on, let us know what's working, let us know what's not, so that we can support you to help you to move deeper into this empowerment. And as always, help us to help more people. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, get on our email list. And we look forward to seeing you on the next video, the next application strategy number 2, making the flip.